We are also seeing more sparring when it comes to that debt ceiling showdown as the U.S. faces that June default deadline. And we're digging into what Speaker McCarthy's new bill would be to lift the borrowing limit. The plan released on Wednesday raises the debt ceiling for a year in exchange for $4.5 trillion in spending cuts over the next decade. President Biden, who has refused to negotiate in order to pay the nation's debt, is saying no go. White House correspondent Allison Harris is live right now with what's all in that bill. Allison.
Adrienne, good morning. There's actually some movement on this morning, which I know that you've been anxiously waiting for, just like President Biden. And this morning, the president finally has in his hands that Republican plan that he has been asking for. The White House press secretary responding, stating Speaker McCarthy sided with the extreme MAGA wing of his conference. House Republicans are holding the American economy hostage in order to take a hatchet to programs that Americans rely on every day to make ends meet, saying that this would slash funding for education, for veterans, health care, and even food assistance. Speaker McCarthy and House Republicans' 320-page Limit, Save, Grow Act proposes raising the debt ceiling by $1.5 trillion, pulling back federal spending to 2022 levels, capping new spending at 1% a year, claws back unspent COVID relief money. It raises the age limits for food stamp work requirements. It even proposes some policy changes that members of the far-right Freedom Caucus have been calling for, including repealing some tax credits in President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. McCarthy now imploring the president to restart these talks.
President Biden has a choice. Come to the table and stop playing partisan political games. Or cover his ears, refuse to negotiate, and risk bumbling his way into the first default in our nation's history.
And just as the speaker released his plan on the House floor, President Biden was speaking in Maryland about his economic plan, using previous comments from former Presidents Trump and Reagan against McCarthy and the House Republicans. Both Trump and Reagan have warned against using debt ceiling brinkmanship as a negotiating tactic.
No one should do anything to jeopardize the full faith and credit of the United States Americans. Take default off the table. And let's have a real serious, detailed conversation about how to grow the economy, lower costs, and reduce the deficit.
And it is expected that the GOP plan is going to be put to a vote on the House floor next week. It does face challenges, but some of those far-right members of the party are already supporting it. We've heard from Representatives Rick Scott, Mike Lee, Ron Johnson, and Mike Braun. They're all stating that this is a courageous first step, expressing support for this. But then we're hearing some reports that Representative George Santos is telling his team telling reporters that he would vote no for this. So we'll see how this plays out. But still, we're a long way from a bipartisan deal, and really just talks beginning again between McCarthy and the president.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.